Orca is a decentralized exchange built on Solana. The total value locked within its contracts has grown from below 10 million in mid-August to over 200 million today. My name is James Bacchini, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to swap tokens on Solana using the Orca platform. We're also going to be looking at some of the liquidity pools which might be appealing to yield farmers. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to be looking at the Orca governance token. Let's get started. So from DeFi Llama, we can jump into the Orca website at orca.so. And this is the familiar front page you see with most automated market makers. Let's go ahead and connect the wallet. I'm going to be connecting the Phantom wallet. And now our wallet's connected. I'm going to go ahead and swap 0.1 Sol for $16 Tether. One interesting thing about Orca is they check for this fair price. And that does a check on CoinGecko to make sure the token is valued correctly in the liquidity pool. It also checks for slippage within your tolerance, which is normally 1%. So we're getting a fair price on that. Let's go ahead and exchange. Approve the transaction in the Phantom wallet, and there we go. We've got $16 Tether. If we go into our Phantom wallet now, we can see that's automatically being added to the Phantom wallet. There's also this text-based tool where you can type USDT to USDC. I can put in $8 of USDT and I'll get just under $8 USDC in return. And this is going to come in quite important once we look at the liquidity pools. And now if you go into our Phantom wallet, we can see we've got just over $8 of USDT and $8 of USDC. Now if we take a look at the liquidity pools, obviously one I'm most interested in here is the USDC USDT. When I first looked at this today, the yearly return, which I believe is the APY, was over 20%. It's dropped down to 13%, but for a stable coin liquidity pool, that's still really good. And the reason that is because both of these tokens we peg to the US dollar and you're not getting an impermanent loss. So let's try adding liquidity to this pool. We do 7.9975. It automatically works out the equivalent amount of US dollar Tether based on the pool, gives us a total amount. It has an even lower projected rating here of 0.8%. I'm guessing that doesn't include the incentives for liquidity. There we go, we've got the deposit has been completed in the Solana Explorer. If we go to My Liquidity now, or Your Liquidity, we can see we've got our liquidity position here. There's also an interesting concept on Orca where you can double dip, and this allows you to stake some of your liquidity provider tokens to increase your APR. You can see that some of these more high-risk pools have a really high APRs. Another nice feature of Orca is that you have this pull-out tab, which I haven't seen on an automated market maker before. And this shows you your token balances from within the platform. So it's not, you don't actually have to go into your wallet to see your token balances. That's quite a nice feature, and I can see this being used more widely across the industry. There's also the collectibles section, and these are like little NFTs that are distributed based on different trading requirements and things like that. One of the things that really impressed me with Orca was that the team is completely transparent. I actually heard a podcast interview with Grace, I believe it was, and she was talking about how she builds the user interface for the platform. In my opinion, having a transparent team adds a lot of value to investors and people using the platform because it reduces the risks of rug pulls and it lets you see who is building the platform and the protocols and the contracts. There's also the Orca governance token. So this was issued in August. There's currently a 5.25 million supply out of 100 million, so there's a lot of vested and locked up tokens still. There's a fee structure for using the pools, and these go mainly to liquidity providers, but there's also 4% to the treasury and 0.01 to the Orca Impact Fund. The token distribution is based on liquidity providers and liquidity incentives. There's a not insignificant amount that was distributed to traders as well, and that was an airdrop based on their trading volumes up to August the 2nd. And here's a distribution chart for that, and you can see a lot of it is liquidity incentives, and then you've got the team allocations, fundraising, and a little bit for advisors. These are the pools that are currently being incentivized, and then it's Aqua Farms, and you can see the one that I put the funds into, USDC, USDT, is at a 1x multiple. Whereas some of the pools, like the Orca Sol pool, which is actually providing liquidity for the Orca governance token, is actually getting a 3x incentive. I'd expect Orca and Sol to move together to some extent. So if you're looking for a more high-risk investment, then that might be something that you're interested in. Now, Orca isn't the only decentralized exchange on Solana. There's Saber, which is the highest TVL project on Solana currently, and it's an absolute beast. but I don't see this as a direct competitor because they provide very high liquidity for a limited number of markets. There's also Radium, which I see more as a direct competitor. Radium's been around for a while. It was one of the first DEXs on Solana. I did a video about it earlier in the year. Having said that, Orca is easy to use, it simply works, and having listened to Grace talk about the user interface and how they were building a platform for humans rather than robots, I think that comes through. It's user-friendly, and I think it'll appeal to traders that wanted to swap for the latest tokens on Solana. I hope this demonstration of the Orca platform has been useful. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you're interested in learning more about blockchain, then subscribe to the channel for updates. Thank you for watching.